everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So I'm here with a Project T update, my update for October. So if you haven't seen these videos, I'm just trying to embark on a project to decrease the amount of tea I have. So just focusing on using up what I have versus keep purchasing more and more stuff. So each month I go through a selection of teas that I want to focus on for the next month. So I will go over my list for September and show you which teas I was able to finish up. I'll start with my tea empties, and then I will show you the remaining teas that I'm still working on. I also, in this video, I will share any teas that I bought during the past month, and then finally I will update you on my tea inventory numbers. So I'll start off with my tea empties. So I have a few. So this past September, there were 9 different teas that I wanted to work on. So out of the 9, I was able to finish 5 of them. For 2 of them, I don't have any like box or anything to physically show. So I'll just mention those. So I was working on the 2 Leaves Organic Palm Berry. It was like an herbal kind of berry tea. So I did finish that up, but I just had little individual packets of that and I didn't have like the box of that. So that I did finish up for my list. And then also for my list, I wanted to finish up all of my single teas, and I finished those as well. With those, I brought most of them, I just brought them to work, and that worked really well for me to use up tea. So those are 2 that I finished up that I don't have anything to show you. So I finished from my list 3 additional teas, and I do have boxes for those. So the first one is the Tazo Refresh Mint, and I've talked about this one before. I really do like it. I always like having a mint tea on hand, and this one is nice, so this is definitely something I would get again. Yeah, so that I finished up, and then I finished up 2 more herbal teas on my list. So the first one was the Yogi Relax Mind, which is kind of a lavender based tea. This one is really nice. I love lavender teas. I've talked about these Yogi ones before. And the other one I finished up for my list was the Yogi Honey Lavender Stress Relief. So both of these I really, really love. So, as I said, from my list I had 9 teas and I finished up 5 of them. I do have 1 additional empty that I wanted to share. So this is something that I wasn't specifically focusing on, but I did finish this up as well. This is the Twinings Green Tea, and this is one that I just had at work. It's just like a basic green tea. I saw it in my empties bag and I'm like, I don't even remember really using it. So, you know, it's just a basic green tea, nothing like amazing, but it's still just good if I was just wanting like green tea. So I also finished up that. So then for my September list, I have 4 teas that I'm still working on, and as I said in my September video, I wasn't expecting to finish all the teas that I had selected in the month, or within like 30 days, I guess I should say. Because there's some that I feel that will take me a little bit longer and I'll have to work over the next few months. So that's kind of these next teas. So the first thing is a black tea. This is the Mighty Leaf Orange Dulce. And this, it does have like a best by date of December 2015. So I do want to finish it by the end of the year. But, you know, I'm fine working on this over the next few months. And I'm about halfway finished with it. So, you know, it should be not that difficult to finish this one up. So this one I'm still working on. The next one I'm still working on is Sullivan Street T. This is the Japanese Bancha. And this one I reuse Tazo tea tins to keep the tea in. And these are nice. This tea is little like tea bags like this, which is I think really nice. So with this one I took half of these to work, and then I'm keeping half of these at home. And there's 24 tea bags in this, so I feel like this one I'm about halfway done with as well. And I've really been enjoying using this at work. It's super easy to use at work because it's not like a loose leaf tea. So I think I'll, you know, once I run out of the ones I have at work, I'll bring more to work. But this one I probably could get done in the next month or so. But that one definitely will be done, you know, I think for all, well, I don't know if they can all get done by the end of the year, but, you know, in the next update or so, I feel like this one will be done, and I'm enjoying that. Then I have another green tea I'm working on. This is the Sencha Yame. And I'll put all the names to everything in the description below. This is from Lupicia. I never know how to say that brand. This one, I haven't been drinking as much. This is just like a green tea as well. This one is loose leaf, but it's very like fine tea leaves. So it kind of can be a little messy. I don't know how well I can show. It kind of looks like grass when you like mow the grass and it like gets everywhere. So I don't know if you can see how like small these tea leaves are. But I am using this. I don't think this one, based on my like current rate of using this, and this is one that would be difficult for me to use at work, so I really just keep it at home. But I feel like I just want to get consistent with using this, but I do feel that this one will probably take me a while. So this one wasn't like full to the top. It was kind of packaged like this. So I'm not even sure like how much of it I've actually used, but I do have quite a bit of this left. So I'm just going to continue working on this. This one does, the reason I did want to use it up, it does have a best by date that's passed. The best by date is June of 2015. And with I said with tea, I don't think it really matters. I feel like you can use tea past the best by date. But I do want to get working on this and have it used up, you know, in the near future. So this one I'll still be working on. And then finally, I have another Sullivan Street T. This is the white melon. This is another one I was working on. And this one I'm actually happy with. So it doesn't look like I've made a ton of progress, but I feel like I really have. And this one I was a little unsure about. You know, I got it in the store because I liked the scent of it. And then I started drinking it. I was kind of like, oh, I don't know if I like white tea. I didn't really have a lot of white tea before this one. But I've really been getting into this one and feel like I drink it pretty consistently. And consistently would be maybe about once a week. I like to limit my caffeine like in the evenings. So I normally only have this like on the weekend. So I feel happy with my progress even though it doesn't look that impressive. This one definitely will take me several months to finish up, but I do just want to use this one consistently. So I am happy with that. I'll continue to work on that. So those 4 teas, the orange Dulce, the Sullivan Street Japanese Bancha, the Sencha tea, the loose leaf tea, and then the white melon. Those 4 teas are what I'm going to be working on for the next month. I'm going to add in one additional tea. This is a David's tea. This is the Earl's Garden. It's an Earl Grey tea that has strawberries, like blue cornflowers. It just has like a mix of things in there. It's very like sweet. It's just very like rich but like sweet. I really, really like this. And lately I've been craving this a lot. And so even though I know I'm supposed to be trying to use up this, like in some mornings I just crave this one instead. So I decided to put both of these in here. That way I kind of have a little bit more of an option. And you can kind of see how much I have left. So I don't have a ton left. But this one, I feel like I don't necessarily need to use this up in a month, but I feel this is another one, you know, before the end of the year, it'd be nice to use this one up as well. So that's the teas I'm going to work on for the next month. I'm just going to keep it to this 5. The last month I did have a lot of herbal teas, but with herbal teas, I'm really happy with the amount of herbal teas that I have. I have 7, and I feel like that's within my ideal like range of teas. And I think about 4 of them I specifically have for if I'm sick. So I do like keeping those on hand. So I feel really good with the amount of herbal teas I have. And I feel with herbal teas, it is something that I tend to go through pretty quickly because I do use them like every evening. So I'm not going to like specifically focus on any herbal teas, at least for the near future. Again, of course, if my numbers for herbal teas like spike up and I'm kind of uncomfortable with it, then I can start working on those again. But for now, I'm happy. I have the 2 black teas that I'll work on, and then 2 green teas, and then the white tea. So I feel like that will be good for the next month. I did want to share, I did make 2 tea purchases over the past month. And they're kind of to replace teas that I have used up. So the first one is a mint tea, and I do always like having mint tea on hand. And again, that's kind of why it doesn't make sense for me to like focus on using up a mint tea when I'm going to go out and repurchase it, because I do like having it. So this one is a brand that I haven't heard of. I found this at Target. The brand is Clipper, and this, I think it comes from England. It's manufactured in England. But I just think that the packaging of this is so cute. It has a little teapot in the green, and then the little like tea bag, and it says a bag of our after dinner mints infusions. I just feel like it looks like little after dinner mints if you got it in like a little pack. But I just thought the packaging of this is just so adorable, and it's a really good mint tea as well. So really enjoying that. And then the other one they repurchased, one that I've had a lot, this is my Yogi Honey Lavender Stress Relief. So I also repurchased that because I used up the 2 other Yogi Lavender teas. Okay, so shared with you my empties, what I'm going to be focusing on, what I purchased, and so finally I'll just quickly go over my tea inventory numbers. So for green tea, currently I have 9, and my ideal there would be about 4 to 5. So green tea is definitely a category I still need to work on. And of that, I did look, I think of those, like 7 of them are like flavored green teas. So it's really the flavored green teas, which I feel like I've gotten a lot recently. I just need to sort of work through those. And a lot of those are also loose leaf, which is just hard for me to like use loose leaf tea at work. So I need to kind of figure out how I'll use those up. So that's green tea. For black tea, I currently have 6. I've slowly been working through my collection of black tea. I'm almost to my ideal numbers. My ideal numbers would be about 3 to 4. So I'm almost there. I feel good with the black tea. I need to work on it a little bit more, but I feel like that's a manageable goal. Herbal tea, I'm down to 7. My ideal would be 8, so I feel really good with the amount of herbal teas I have. White tea, I currently have 1, and my ideal would be 1. So I am good with my white tea, but again, I do want to work on this one. You know, no sense of, okay, I have my 1 white tea, but I never drink it. That doesn't make sense. I want to enjoy everything that I have. So good with white tea. Oolong, I currently have 0. My ideal would be 0 to 1, so I'm good there. Then I have a Guayusa. I never know how to say that one, but that I have 1. My ideal there would be 0. So I need to figure out how to use that one up at some point. And then for single teas, currently since I worked through them, I have 0. And my ideal there would be 0. So happy with that. So for the most part, I'm happy with my categories. The one that I really have to try to tackle is green tea. So yeah, that is my update. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.